Hello drama lovers, welcome back to the Taehyung News channel. In a world full of glitter, where camera flashes blind the eyes and every celebrity's move is constantly in the spotlight, we often forget that behind their smiles lies a very human life. A story they might never tell on stage, but one that feels deeply real when lived. That night, there was no red carpet, no flashing cameras, no applause, no media, no grand announcement. There was only silence. And in that silence, the truest kind of love emerged. Kai and Tan Songyun chose to step away from the heart of Beijing. They rented a small villa on the outskirts, surrounded by pine trees and a gentle breeze. No sounds except rustling leaves, and the heartbeat of two people who decided not to marry on stage, but in silence. In simplicity. They didn't invite many guests. Just close family. Childhood friends. A few colleagues who had become like family. No more than 50 people. But that's where the beauty of the moment lived, because those who came weren't just guests. They were witnesses to love. A small garden behind the villa became a natural altar. Not extravagant, but warm. Paper lanterns hung from the trees. Tables decorated with white peonies and soft pink roses, Tan Songyun's favorite flowers. Kai designed it all himself, quietly meticulous when it came to her happiness. But the most touching part of that night wasn't the decor, not the outfit, not the food. It was a letter. Around 10 p.m., as the air turned cool and traditional Chinese music softly played in the background, Kai pulled a piece of paper from his pocket. Handwritten. Not typed. Not polished. Just a white sheet full of honest scribbles, straight from the heart. He said softly, barely a whisper, "This is not a speech. This is our history. Only you and I know how to read it." Tan Songyun took the letter, hands trembling slightly. And as she read, the world seemed to pause. The contents? Not grand promises. Not poetic words from books. But memories. Of the first day they met on set. Of the times they clashed because of different opinions. Of the nights they didn't speak, yet understood each other through silent glances. Tears fell. Not from sadness, but from beauty so simple and so deep. In the middle of that garden stood a small replica of the Bridge of Love. Inspired by an old Chinese legend. That's where they stood together. No cameras. No spotlights. Only moonlight and the sound of nature. Kai held her hand, looked into her eyes, and said, "I don't know where life will take us, but I know one thing. I want to hold your hand through every step." They then hung a small heart-shaped lock on the bridge rail, engraved with their names and that night's date, and threw the key into the stream below. A symbol of forever, spoken in a silence full of meaning. No cheering, no clapping, but in that stillness, everyone knew they had just witnessed something pure. The night went on. In the villa's bedroom sat an old guitar, something Kai often brought on set. He gently strummed it, singing an old song, Tan Songyun's favorite from high school. A song that always made her blush. She sang the second verse. Her voice soft, almost inaudible. They laughed. They sang. They spoke of the future. Of a home they'd build. Of mornings spent fighting over toast. Of the children whose laughter would someday fill that home. But one moment stole attention after the wedding ended. A few days later, secret photos surfaced, taken by someone who happened to be near the villa. One photo showed Kai gently placing his hand on Tan Songyun's stomach as they stood beneath the night sky. The media exploded. The hashtag #Kai Tan Songyun Baby Honeymoon trended instantly. Especially when another photo revealed toast made by Kai, with the message carved in ketchup. "For the biggest role I'll ever play, as a father." The internet went wild. What was most surprising was the silence. No confirmation from their teams. No denial either. In an entertainment world that usually rushes to clarify rumors, their quietness spoke volumes. Almost as if saying, "Let this love grow, without needing labels just yet." That silence made their love bigger than gossip. It became a symbol, an inspiration. And the fans? Thousands flooded their social media. I never believed in celebrity love stories. But this is different. If they are going to be parents, that child is being born from the purest kind of love. No press release needed. One photo, and I can feel their love. Even long-married couples commented. This reminded us of how our first love felt. Quiet, but powerful. 1 week later, Kai posted a digital letter that moved everyone. If one day our child reads this, know that the night we got married wasn't about the party, the dress, or the guests. It was about the whispers, where our love spoke through every heartbeat. Tan Songyun replied with a short poem ending in, "If life gave me one more chance to choose again, I would still choose to love him first." That one line spread like wildfire. Quoted everywhere. Printed on greeting cards. Posted as captions. Not for how poetic it sounded, but for how honest it felt. Their wedding wasn't a performance. It was a legacy. A reminder that true love doesn't need to be announced to be real. It just needs to be felt, protected, and lived. That night, 2 stars didn't just shine. They lit each other. And their light reached all of us. So what do you think, drama lovers? Did this story touch you the same way it touched us? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe that the simplest kind of love can also be the most everlasting? See you in the next story. Stay with us at Taehyung News, where love isn't just news, it's a story.